The Rell Seas hate makes absolutely no sense. Now, unless you live under a rock, over the past couple of days, over the past couple of devlogs, there's been a lot of hate and uneasiness towards Rell Seas. Now, the main things that are being said is that the VFX don't look that good, that the moves don't look polished, some of the weapons look unpolished, yada yada yada. And it's been a big back and forth debate, especially on Twitter, with developers over this situation. Now, you do have community members chiming in and saying what they don't and don't like, but I feel like some of the community members' opinions aren't really valid. People are saying stuff like Blox Fruits visually looks better than this somehow, question mark. Weapons look undone and heavily unpolished, and I just don't understand things. I don't understand this. I don't understand what is being said by the community. But on the other side of the spectrum, there are developers also complaining, sending shots, etc. And what I will say is everybody's opinions is valid. A lot of people are giving somewhat decent critiques of the game and things of that nature. However, this has been dragged on. Most of the things, the flaws, the unpolishedness, and things that people genuinely didn't like about Rell Seas during these devlogs have been polished and upgraded. When have we actually seen reworks happen in such a short amount of time? People were complaining about Gura being green and some of the cracks, and at first the Rell brothers didn't really want to change the green because it is kind of unique and it is a representation of when Whitebeard and Odin did fight, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I really enjoyed that and I didn't really mind the Gura cracks. However, recently they've already fixed the Gura problems. They reworked Gura, added some new moves, changed the VFX, and it looks way better now. People were saying the Gura ultimate, the waves were way too fast, and they have already fixed it. As well as some of the other fruits have gotten upgraded, like Allosaurus, and some of the weapons have gotten upgraded and changed as well. Now, what I will say is that even though there's a lot of unnecessary hate, the Rell brothers have been working at an extraordinary pace to fix a lot of the things people have issues with, even though they don't actually have to, and that work rate is commendable. Now, also, I've seen a lot of people saying, hey, this game was meant to revolutionize Roblox and the GFX and the VFX isn't even that good. But at no point did the Rell brothers actually say, hey guys, we're gonna have the best VFX on Roblox. The reason why Rell Seas is hyped, the reason why people are looking forward to Rell Seas is because Rell Seas is promising to do something completely different, which is in the form of progression. Over the past 3 to 4 years, we've had the exact same games copied and pasted. Grand Piece Online, Blox Fruits, Haze Piece, King's Legacy, and so on and so forth. All of these games have one thing very in common. The progression is just talking to an NPC, doing the quest 50 times until you level up, moving on to the next island, and doing the exact same process until you're max level. And Rell Seas has promised to genuinely change that, adding functionalities that make progression not only fun, different, and makes it actually feel like a One Piece RPG game. We know we're getting exploration, the ship customization is genuinely in depth, and there's a lot of systems and mechanics coming to the game that we haven't seen on Roblox anime games that are One Piece, and that is why people are looking forward to playing Rell Seas. I think a lot of people are forgetting the foundations of the reason why everybody's looking forward to this game, because it's not going to be generic and it's not going to have the same progression as the rest of the game. Now, one game I can compare this to in terms of functionality is probably Jujutsu Infinite. Jujutsu Infinite has a really fun and engaging combat system. However, the other side of the game, which is progression, the PvE, is genuinely terrible. It's like a 0, it's not even a 0, it's a -10 out of 10. You literally go up to a quest board, accept the quest, teleport down to where the quest is, finish the quest, reset your character, go back to the top of the map, and do that same process. It's actually worse than the One Piece games we have on the platform. Speaking of Twitter and a lot of people having things to say, look at this. This is kind of funny. Now, this is one of the recent posts I saw, and this one made me laugh, I'm not going to lie to you. This guy right here is one of the guys that has been going off on Rell Seas over the past couple of days. Sav, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of crazy because Sav's produced 2 or 3 games that you've never heard of and that died very quickly after they released. But apparently, you know, he's an expert on Rell Seas. And we have this Renori guy here. Meet potential, man. You don't like it? Then it's not finished. This game will revolutionize Roblox games. Just wait until the next movie devlog. You'll see. Don't worry, we'll rework this. This is the best game I never played. Anything Ags has ever said. I've not said any of these things except for this game will revolutionize Roblox games, because it will. Rell Seas is gonna come out and you're gonna see a bunch of developers copying things and aspects from Rell Seas. GG. Here says, give me liberty, give me fire, give me a GPO dev or I retire. And then this, 3 of them left already though due to paid treatment. They asked Glitch, Ben, Corey, and a few others who rejected basically ASAP. Interesting. We don't know who that's from, but very interesting. 0 accountability, 0 humility, 1,000 tweets. And guys, you gotta remember, right? The developers were the first people to start doing these tweetings, and Relson and Rell Bad are just clapping back at the other developers. And so I don't know. They have a bunch of tweets here, I'm not gonna lie, and then creating a game to foster positivity in the community, uplift the anime dev community as a whole, and says X. Majority of the developers in the Roblox community have been clowning other developers for their games for years. I remember, I think it was on a release, there's been a couple of releases where it's like this, but somebody sent me a screenshot with a group chat of devs that you guys might know clowning on the other game. On GPO's release, there was devs clowning on Rell Piece Online. Devs don't actually support each other behind closed doors. It's a facade. On Twitter, on social media, in front of their faces, it's everybody gets together, kumbaya. Behind closed doors, developers bully other developers. Developers gossip about other developers on the regular. You wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you, it's cringe. it's cringe. Constantly tweeting about overhyped gameplay there. Okay, cool. Now, this guy, by the way, all I gotta say is, my boy, who work on your art. Focus on this. This is your Roblox GFX. I know. I'm sorry, I digress. I'm not gonna lie, I almost cussed them out. So, what's the point of this video? It's honestly to let you guys know the Rell Seas hate is unneeded. I'm not gonna lie, yes, Rell Seas is very hyped, and yes, a lot of people are looking forward to Rell Seas, but you need to remember, we have had a drought in Roblox anime games in almost 3-4 years, if not longer. There genuinely hasn't been anything good. We have been in a drought, dehydrated. If you fed somebody canned tuna for 4 years and then all of a sudden promise they're gonna go to Benihana's, get shrimp fried rice with the finest Wagyu steak with a mimosa or cocktail, they are going to get ecstatic. They are going to be overjoyed. And that's kind of the situation we're in right now. We have been starved of good anime games. The last time I genuinely enjoyed playing Rell Piece Online was date free, and that was years ago. Now you can say I did enjoy the Battle Royale game mode during release. I enjoyed the first 2 weeks of Battle Royale. However, that's not really even a One Piece game mode. That's just a game mode taken from other popular games like Fortnite and Call of Duty. It's not a One Piece feature. You cannot blame people for being hyped because we haven't had anything good, and Rell Seas promises to do good. In my opinion, the combat looks fine, the fruits look good, and the weapons look good. The game, in my opinion, looks good. So are you gonna say, oh Ags, you're a glazer, or you're overhyping the game? Yes, I am. Maybe I am overhyping the game, but you need to understand, we haven't had a good game in years, especially a good One Piece game. How can you not look forward to playing what could genuinely be the next game that sets the standards on the Roblox anime platform? Honestly, everybody has their opinions, and I had to share mine because the Rell Seas hate doesn't make sense. Everybody's been complaining that there's been no good games on the platform. Everybody's been complaining that they're bored, and now we're finally getting a good game and everyone's criticizing it, turning their backs to it. I don't know, man. I don't think you guys know what you want. that's honestly it from me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.